Hi, I'm Pastor Paula Lawhead, and I have been a pastor for about 10 years, and I am married to my husband David, and we have two children. Katie, who is 17 and a half, she's a senior in high school this year, and our son Elijah, goes by Eli. He is 6 and a half, and he is a first grader. And we currently live in Ashland, Nebraska, and lived there for the last 5.5 years. And as a pastor, what I really love in regard to being a pastor in a congregation is getting to know people and walking with them throughout their lives, being able to participate in what's going on in the community, in people's lives, and being able to share God's good news with them. Some of my passions are teaching and preaching and pastoral care. In particular, I love to teach adults some of the basics of the faith, sort of adult faith formation, if you would call it that. Being able to put words to our faith as adults can be really hard sometimes. And one of the things that I love is being able to work with people to say, what is it that we actually believe? What do you believe? And how do you talk about that with others? And then just talking about theology, I get excited about that too. But then pastoral care is really about how it is that I listen to hear what's going on in people's lives and be able to consider what God might have to say in the midst of things that are going on, both the joys and the sorrows and everything in between in our lives. And about me, I love to read and to be outdoors. And I grew up in the Omaha area. So I'm familiar with this part of the state. I grew up in northwest Omaha at about 108th and 4th Street, which when I was young was outside of city limits, which is hard to believe now. Graduated from Northwest High School, and I grew up going to Lord of Love Lutheran Church, which is at 104th and 4th Street, and my parents and my family are still members there. And so I've been a lifelong Lutheran, though in college I took my turns going to some different types of congregations and different types of churches, including anything that you can imagine. And found my way back to the Lutheran Church because I really heard and understood that God was saying, I forgive you, I love you, and I've come to be with you. And I hear that most clearly in these places. So I hope that I get the opportunity to be able to share those same words with you, that God loves you, that God is with you and cares for you and is thinking of you at all times. So that's a little bit about me, and I look forward to meeting people in person.